Hello, I'm Six. I'm gonna be playing Minecraft and talking about the Superman movie. I just went to see it yesterday. It's still fresh in my mind, and I thought it was really awesome. So I just wanted to share it with somebody because I don't have anyone to talk about it with. You know what I mean? Okay, so where do I start? I think first of all, when I went into the theater, I decided to go on like the hottest day that Ireland has ever seen. If you don't know, by my outfit, I'm Irish. I decided to go on like the hottest day of the year. It was like 30 degrees, but I just had to see it on the premiere because I knew I wouldn't be able to stay away from spoilers, so I went there. And the theater was hot as hell, and also was packed, and it's the first time I've ever been to like a real premiere of a movie. You know, I love Schneider, and I love his, no, sorry, excuse me, I'm so sorry, James Gunn. I'll never call you Schneider again. I love James Gunn movies. I love what he did with Marvel and the Guardians of the Galaxy particularly, and you know, I love his vision, man. So decided I was gonna see it on the premiere without looking too much into like the online stuff, because staying off the internet is very good for you, very healthy. I went to see it in like 40x, which is like IMAX with 3D glasses, and it also like sprays water, sprays air when he's flying and stuff like that. It's supposed to be super immersive. I found it a little bit distracting. Probably will never go to see a movie like that again. But you know, it was a fun experience. Going into the movie, I was nervous about a few things. First of all, I heard Nathan Fillion was gonna be in it, playing Green Lantern, and I was like, huh. And then I realized, wait, hold on. And then I realized the guy from Skins is in it, and he's playing Lex Luthor. Now, Lex Luthor's supposed to be like a super smarmy, super charismatic guy, but he's also supposed to have super evil and super sinister intentions behind him as well. It's really hard to pull off both. You're either like super evil or super charismatic. It's never really both. And I was like, oh my God, it's the guy from Skins, okay? He did like an okay performance, but Skins isn't like known for its excellent acting, he was like a little prick in the show, but it's not like he was evil. I didn't think he was gonna pull it off, but I'm so happy that I'm sorely mistaken. Same thing for Nathan Fillion in this movie. Like I was thinking, oh my gosh, come on, are you for real? George of the Jungle, he's gonna be Green Lantern. And then I found out it was Guy Gardner, and I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense, and he's one of the funniest parts of the movie. Don't get me started on Mr. Terrific. The only experience I had with Mr. Terrific was in the CW show, where, like, let's be honest, all of the CW superheroes were kind of lame. Except for my goat, Barry Allen. I think Barry Allen was cool. But Mr. Terrific was probably one of the worst guys there. He had his like T-spheres and they were awful. And he knew he was athletic and a genius. That was his whole shtick. But the amount of aura that he has in the show, it's crazy. He like single-handedly takes down a military base. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why did they have to make him the coolest guy ever? They didn't need to, but he did. And sure, when he was flying around in his chair, he looked goofy as hell. I'm not gonna hold you. But at the same time, I only had the CW Mr. Terrific, okay? I was so pleasantly surprised. It was good. I don't think there was a single casting decision that I was like, oh no, this is awful, when I actually watched the movie. I was maybe thinking about that when I was hearing about them, but when I was watching the movie, they all seemed great. maybe Hawk Girl could have been more interesting. I remember watching her in Titans of all things. Can you believe it? I thought she was great in Titans, like her character, and also in the Young Justice cartoons. Oh my god, fucking awesome. But I don't know, man. She was just kind of like one note. She didn't really do much in the movie, which was kind of sad because I liked her and I like her character. Even in CW's show, she was like cooler than this. No shade to the actress though. She did her best with her like 3 lines in the entire movie. Jimmy Olsen also just amazingly cast as well. He had this running joke where just every woman ever found him like super attractive. And it's so excellent. It's so excellently done too. Who else could I talk about? Lois too. Lois was really great. I love that she was like she was a badass. I don't think Lois has ever been done like super horribly in all of the Superman stuff I've had. Like even in Superman and Lois was pretty good. I mean, Gunn really gets her character right, like just amazingly. She's strong, she's independent, and most importantly, she's in love with Clark Kent. It's really just awesome to see. Although it's really, really easy to get that right. I don't know of a single like Superman media that got Lois wrong that I've watched. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you can tell me in the comments. Maybe you can drive up engagement on this video so it gets pushed out to more people. So this is where I'm going to talk about the plot, and with the plot comes spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you like classic Superman, not the Dan Schneider Superman, go watch it. It's just a fun time. Now, I saved talking about Superman to the spoiler section because I think they got him so right. And you know, I don't want to spoil it for other people because he's just, I think he's the best depiction that we have of Superman in live action. I don't know if that's recency bias talking, but from what I could see, he's so good. While he's not the best looking one, I think that's probably Christopher Reeve. I don't think anyone can top him. Like David Cromwell or something, that's his name. He's not that strong looking, you know, he doesn't have that bodybuilder physique. But honestly, I don't think Superman needs to have that to be a good Superman. Most people think Superman is boring because he's like super powerful and he's like this god deified person. He's a god amongst men. He's larger than life. Nothing can hurt him. Nothing can like defeat him. Okay? But no, that's never been the case. Okay? Because Superman is actually the most human, the most down to earth, and the most like emblematic of the goodness of humanity out of every single superhero, I think. And they show that expertly within this movie. They start the movie off by showing him at his lowest point, okay? He's just been beat up by this like super evil like Iron Man clone guy, and he lands in Antarctica, okay? He's beat up, he's bruised, and he's weak, and he gets repaired. He's not even fully repaired, and he flies back off into the action to try and stop the thing from causing more damage. He doesn't care about himself. He wants so desperately to help and save people. Okay, and that is fundamental to his character. He cannot stand idly by while other people are gonna die. That's bars. Like, the reason why the movie even started in the first place is because one country, let's say they rhyme with Gusha, was trying to invade another country. Let's say they rhyme with Bukrane, okay? I don't remember their names in the actual movie, but yeah, it's just exactly like that, okay? One of them don't have much weapons, the other have like tons and tons and tons of weapons. All supplied by LexCorp, of course. Superman realizes, you know, Gusha is going to single-handedly wipe out Ukrainian forces. So he gets in there and he stops the entire war from happening by like tossing around a few tanks and grabbing the president, flying him out into the desert and being like, hey man, we're not doing this. If you invade Ukraine, you're gonna have to answer to me. Which, questionable, his methods are questionable, but he's doing it for a good reason, which is that they're gonna die. They're gonna kill a lot of people, and he can't stand that. But yeah, anyways, everybody knows how Superman, you know, came to be, right? I don't need to go over his backstory, but apparently on his ship, there was a message that came with him. It says, hey, you know, our planet's dying. We love you so much, Clark. We're sending you to Earth. And the rest of the message is, you know, corrupted. Superman, see, he fills in the blanks. He's like, oh, my parents sent me here so that I could protect Earth and help them and serve the citizens. Okay. And that has been his entire driving force as to like why he wants to be Superman and why he wants to save people, because he believed his parents were good. He believed that his parents wanted him to do right by the people of Earth. But later on in the movie, it turns out that's not the case. See, Lex Luthor finds out that other half of the tape, and it actually says that he was here to enslave and, you know, make many wives and carry on the genes of Krypton, which is just insane. So he's having like a whole character identity crisis, and the world, the entire world turns on him. They all hate him. They all think that, you know, he's hoodwinked us. He's here to enslave and trap us. You know, horrible stuff. And like Superman has just been nothing but kind and awesome throughout the movie. So even after all this, the world's turned on him. You know, they hire Lex Luthor to imprison him, and everybody hates him. He still wants to help people. And isn't that why we love superhero movies in the first place? Isn't that the fundamental reason why? No matter how awful things get for them, no matter how awful things are for them, they still stand up and they still do what's right. I feel like that's what Zack Snyder missed in his movies. He was just thinking about the spectacle of it all. He was thinking, oh, cool explosion. Me like explosion. Me like boom boom. But no, there's like real heart in these stories. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's finally coming to light again. Because it was missing before. I can't wait to see what he does with Batman. I can't wait to see what he does with Batman. I can't wait to see what he does with the whole DCEU. I think he's gonna knock it out of the park, honestly, if they keep him on. Like, it's so crazy. He came in and like revolutionized the game for Marvel, and he left, and look at how awful Marvel movies are now. Well, actually, no, I take that back. They're not awful, I don't think. I don't think they're like majority bad. But there's definitely worse than when he was there. Let's just say. But anyways, yeah, thank you for listening to me yap, you know? I always appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day. Peace out.